God is fostering in us a daily dependence upon himself. No other line in the Lord's Prayer so sharply challenges the direction of today's world. That's why I thought this was going to be a simple one. This is not a simple one. This middle of the Lord's Prayer goes against our American dream. Have you ever thought about that? I have this week. We want to compound our security and independence. By the way, I shared one of my favorite events of the month was Thursday night. And I was in the fellowship center, and I was sitting with the elders and deacons, and I was teaching chapter 41. And I've been doing that, we're on chapter 41 of a 56-chapter book, and I've been doing a chapter a month, so this has been going a long time. And I was teaching that chapter, and I started out with telling them that the three greatest temptations and debilitating effects on Christians in our society are a lust for three things: a lust for comfort, a lust for security, and a lust for convenience. Did you know those are the three biggest sins holding back the spread of the good news of the gospel in the American church? And I would venture to say in our church too. Did you know we lust for comfort? It is uncomfortable to look people in the eye that stare at you when you talk about Christ. So I would rather not get uncomfortable. So I just kind of let that one go by. It is very insecure. Did you know if you want to serve the Lord and be on duty for him, you cannot have a secure life in a human sense. Most of the needy places in the world, in fact, I was just talking with a dear fellow that sits usually right over there, but I know he's not right over there because I talked to him on the phone, and he said, "Do you hear what's in the background? Waves of the ocean." So we don't have any oceans near enough for him to be here this morning. But this fella was talking to me this week about a mission he sits on the board of, and he said that their missionaries move into the inner city of their towns, and they live in the places where you have to have bars on your windows and multiple locks on your doors. And if you've ever been in places like this, you see crowbar marks when you're visiting people. You can see that their doors have been pried open. Is that a place any of us would longingly move to? Not humanly speaking. Because we have a lust for security. We secure everything. We secure our phones. We secure our computers. We secure our homes. We have security systems on our cars. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we lust for security. And so if someone talks about the inner city, we let it go right by because it's not secure. And we don't want to go there because it's not. And convenience? Did you know if you overlaid the weather of Michigan with the attendance of Calvary Bible Church, do you know what we find? Why? Who wants to go to church if you're going to get your shoes wet? Who wants to go to church if, you get snow on your shoes? Who wants to go to church if your hair is going to be blown, if you have hair, if it's going to be blown on the way in because, it's wind. And it might be the security too. But did you know that they found that if you don't have enough parking spaces conveniently located, that people just lessen? The further out they have to park, they don't. Why is that? It's not just church. Convenience stores find that. Why do you think all those signs say, this is only for takeout? Because if it's not convenient, we don't want it. If it's not comfortable, we don't want it. If it's not secure, we aren't going to do it. We want to compound our security and independence. There is nothing wrong with planning for future rainy days, but it is wrong to make your total independence your consuming goal. If there's even one of us sitting here this morning whose goal that we are, our education goals and our career goals and our financial goals and our everything goals are, we want complete independence, and we want to be able to go to Friendship Village and have the prime steak level till our last day, and we're going to save enough money until that. That is wrong, God says. He wants us on daily bread connection with him. So, this is not an easy. This morphed from being an easy, give us this day our daily bread, to a thinking about our whole culture. That we're like pickles being steeped in the brine of a culture that's saying you need financial security, you need comfort, you need the convenience that financial security gives, and a God who says, no good thing will I withhold from you that walk uprightly, and I will provide, and I will make a path for you, but you need to live in a daily dependence on me. Now, this doesn't negate. There's nothing wrong with planning for the future. The Lord says if you don't take care of your own family for men, you're worse than an infidel. And those that don't take care of those in their household that are weak, and the whole widow, 1 Timothy 5, all of that, it's not negated. But most of us, that isn't what we're living for. We're living for this, that no one can fire me, throw me out on my ear. I'm going to get to the point where I'm in charge, and nobody can push me around. And I can walk away from anything, and I'm going to be independent. That is wrong, according to God, not our society.